Why are you not focusing on my head? Honestly, my hair's just at the point of just being nothing but annoying. I need to film this video and get it out of the way so we can move on to creating new, different content for 2020. I love watching these types of videos, and I know you guys have been asking me to film my best of beauty for 2019, so that's what we're doing today. And let me just tell you, I am so proud of myself because I said this in my disappointing products of 2019. If you haven't seen it, what are you doing, hun? I really didn't go ham this year when it came to buying makeup. Yeah, of course, bought lots of makeup. I bought makeup that I didn't need, but it was nothing compared to the previous years. This year I was more reserved, pulled back, wasn't going too crazy. So in saying that, I actually don't have a huge amount of products to go through. I just pulled out of my makeup collection everything that I used this year. Some of it I purchased this year, some of it I purchased the year before. I'm not gonna lie guys, I'm feeling quite flat. Just floating. That's what my life is. Just a flat float in a boat. Just drifting. I seem a little low energy today. That is because I feel like I've got no energy. Let's forget about what's going on in the world. Let's ignore the world that we live in and talk about my favorites of 2020. Let's discuss why they were my favorites, why I fell in love with them, and why they're in the video. My makeup has changed so much. If I go back 18 months ago, even down to the way I do my brows now, it's different. I'm literally so much more softer when it comes to my makeup. I'm not as heavy. Glitter, who? Don't wear it on my eyes. I barely wear any color on my eyes. Just give me 2 eyeshadows and I'm happy. I just feel like soft glam, monochromatic makeup, lighter makeup. It's just timeless, honestly. Even though soft glam is on trend right now, it's timeless. It's always gonna be a vibe. It's gonna look so good on so many different skin tones, so many different ages. I'm getting older. I'm still young, I like to think, but I'm turning 25 this year. I'm noticing changes on my face. Things are changing. Fine lines are coming up. She's not 16 anymore, and that is okay. And I definitely go for more of a lighter coverage when it comes to my foundation. I don't go for really matte foundations and powders anymore either. So the reason why I'm telling you this is because I'm going to go into my foundations. I'm going to tell you guys from my foundations to my lip products in the order that I apply it to my face, what were my favorites. Hands down, hun. Hands down, this foundation became my favorite of all time. And this is just the most stunning formula I've ever come across in my entire life. This is indeed the Anastasia Beverly Hills Luminous foundation. I love the packaging. Is someone walking outside the front of my house? People walk outside the front of my house because I'm on a corner and there's like lots of grass outside the front of my house. People literally come up over the grass to like almost my front door and walk their dogs. And I'm like, can you not? This is a luxury foundation. Anastasia is quite expensive. I believe this was about $70 something. So I know it seems like a lot, but the formula is, I can't even explain it. It is sheer. It is not a full coverage foundation at all, which is such a drastic change for me because if you look at my 2018 favorites, Huda Beauty Baby, Faux Filter was my favorite foundation. This is very, very light coverage, but it is buildable, so you can kind of get it to a bit of a medium. What I love the most about it is that it just doesn't look cakey on the skin. It is super hydrating. It is very dewy. It's a luminous foundation, but because it's like a sheer coverage, when you put it on, you don't look like you're soaking wet. It doesn't settle into fine lines or like wrinkles or anything for me, which I find a lot of dewy luminous foundations do that for me. This one doesn't. The formula is super like creamy, milky. It feels real nice and soft on the skin. It makes your skin look flawless even with the imperfections peeking through. So if you've got like freckles, sunspots, a little bit of redness, you can see it through this foundation, but the foundation just kind of like puts this really nice filter, like this light layer over the top of it. So it corrects the imperfections slightly, but it still just looks like your skin, which is something that I love. And what I've noticed is I wear a lot of products, even though my makeup has changed, I have a lot of steps. So I prime, then I put my foundation on, then I do my concealer, then I'll cream contour, then I'll slightly set it all down. So when you're doing like so many steps, you don't initially need like a full coverage foundation straight off the bat, because you're gonna end up looking super cakey. This is my go-to because it's just the perfect minimal base. I'm in the color 310C, which is a little warm. It matches my fake tan when I'm freshly tan. I wouldn't mind picking up a few other shades of this foundation. If you are oily, I don't know if you could wear it, to be honest, Dal. You might be able to manipulate the formula a little bit with using like a mattifying primer and making sure you're setting your face. But if you're setting your face heavily with this foundation, I don't really see the point of buying it because it is a luminous foundation. If you have dry skin though, this is going to be so good for you. My second foundation of 2019 is the Benefit Hello Happy foundation. I fell in love with this in the transition during changing my makeup style before I fell in love with the Anastasia one. This one's quite similar to the Anastasia Luminous foundation, but I feel like this has a bit more coverage. It's not too much, it's not too heavy, it blends beautiful on the skin. It lasts a pretty long time on my skin. As I said, I just love what my products look like on top of this. I feel like when I use this foundation, every other product that I put on top just meshes together and just looks stunning. And even though it covers your imperfections and, you know, you're putting on foundation, it still looks like your skin. And that's something that I really, really enjoy at the moment, is looking as natural as you can, but also covering those things that you're like insecure about, whether it's like your blue circles under your eyes, or like your fine lines and your wrinkles, or it's your discoloration, your redness, blemishes. I love looking like myself still. When I wear too much makeup, I kind of look a little bit different, and I feel like that can actually affect my, I don't know, I don't want to say mental health, but I feel like when I meet people, or people find out I'm on YouTube and then they look at my videos, they're like, oh my god, you look so different. Because I can wear like a lot of makeup and kind of look like a different person on camera. So yeah, that was a bit of a tangent about something that you guys don't even care about. Benefit as a brand are amazing. They're literally really one of my favorite high-end brands I've ever used. And I thought of it the other night. I was like, they come out with so many products and a lot of them I'm obsessed with. Like, I always like their stuff, from their blushes to their highlights. A lot of my favorites in 2019 that I'm going to mention in this video are from Benefit, because they release such good quality products, and them as a brand, they're lovely. Like, they literally contact me and just be like, hey babe, how you going? Do you need a top up on any products? And I'm just like, why are you so fucking nice to me? My first concealer that I absolutely fell in love with in 2019 is the L'Oreal Infallible More Than Concealer. Love this so much. If you're someone that likes Shape Tape but you can't afford to keep purchasing Shape Tape, this is a really good dupe. It's not dead on, but it's pretty close. I just love the coverage of this. It is really nice and buildable. It's creamy. It's a matte concealer, but it's not too drying on the under eyes. It covers all my imperfections. It barely even creases. This is my favorite concealer of all time, and this is from Benefit. This is the Benefit Boi-ing Cakeless Concealer. Hun, this is so beautiful. This is a matte concealer. It's more matte than the L'Oreal one. What I love the most about it is it literally does not crease. It doesn't crease. I have no creasing ever. And it's funny because I have really prominent eye lines. Really prominent lines under my eyes, like two big ones on both of them, and no matter what concealer I use, I always crease in it. This one, it doesn't crease in it. I like the fact that it has a really nice buildable formula, so you can like add little and add more, and it doesn't get cakey. Cakeless concealer. I love the color range of it. I use the darker shade for it as a cream contour all the time. The only thing that I'll say about it is it does dry down pretty matte and pretty quickly. Oh, I miss primers. This is the Luma Natural Radiance Bronzing Primer. I love this stuff, especially, I cannot speak today. Oh my god, especially. English is really good. Like, I can't speak properly in general. Like, my English is really bad. I mix genuinely, and generally together all the time. I merge those two words and make my own one up. This is the Luma Natural Radiance Bronzing Primer. I love this so much for my minimal makeup days. I also love it when I'm going for a really luminous bronzy look. So this is actually tinted. This is really nice if you're wearing like a no makeup look. Like literally, I wear this just on its own to work all the time, especially, you can kind of see the color there, especially when I've got a tan on. It's just really nice and hydrating and moisturizing with a little bit of a bronze tint. It has shimmer in it, but it's not like glitter. It just looks really nice and reflective. It's really good on the collarbones and stuff like that. It's kind of like a liquid illuminator, but just not as intense. Yeah, it's just really good. Luma's such a good brand. Such a good brand. It's so underrated. You can get Luma from Priceline. I do have another primer that was my absolute hands down favorite this year. Oh my god, I fell in love with this primer. It's empty. I don't go through products, hun. I do not. Okay, cool. Yep. I don't go through makeup. Like, I just don't. Like, I never go through it. I have so much of it and I just never do. It's the Ola Henriksen Banana Bright Primer. It's in an orange squeezy tube. It's a luminous, hydrating, moisturizing primer. You can wear it as a liquid illuminator, or you can use it in your foundation, like mix it up in like a little cocktail, or you can put it on as your primer. It's just, it smooths out your pores. It adds hydration. It gives you this really nice all over glow. Makes my makeup last so long. My skin just feels fresh and alive when I wear it. Such a good brand, that brand. I've tried a few things from them, like their skincare. Yes, they're high-end, bitch, but they work and they are good. And they got that vitamin C pigment in there, and it's just like so good for your skin. This primer is a drugstore primer, which is good because everything so far has been pretty high-end. So this is the e.l.f. Poreless Puddy primer. This has definitely replaced the Benefit Professional for me. So if you're someone that has open pores, fine lines, wrinkles, you need that like texture to be smoothed out, this is absolutely amazing. It comes like this. You scoop it out. You only need like the tiniest bit. Let me tell you, I found a brand. Whoa, what nationality was that? What was that accent? I found a brand. I found a brand this year. Well, they found me. Thanks for that. And the brand is Vani-t. I have spoken about their mineral products so much. It's a joke, but this setting spray became one of my favorites this year, to the point where it's nearly empty. Like, I never go through setting sprays. The only one I've ever really gone through like as quick as this one was the Morphe one. This is very similar to like the iconic London setting spray, where it's got like pigment in it, so it gives you a nice glow. The mist isn't the best, but the glow that it gives you, it's just really nice and bronzy. It gives you like luminosity, and it just looks really, really beautiful. It's one of my favorites. My next setting spray is one of my favorite setting sprays I've ever come across in my entire life, but it's also like $70. So that's painful. This is the Farsali Rose Gold Skin Mist. This is a 24 karat gold infused hydrate and prime and set setting spray. So I don't know if you'll be able to see, but it literally has gold flakes in it. It's the most bougie fucking thing I've ever bought in my life. And I actually used to own the oil, the rose 24 karat gold rose, the 24 karat gold oil. And I used to love that. What I love the most about this is it is just pure hydration. It is like an oil in a mist. It's so beautiful. You can literally put on the most cakiest, ugliest makeup that you've ever done. Spritz your face with this, hun, and you look like a makeup artist. It is so, so nice. If you are oily, do not buy these, because they're gonna make you look oily, especially the Farsali one. Like, this is, if you have dry skin, this is gonna be amazing for you, because it definitely does help with hydration. It just makes your skin look beautiful, super glowy, super radiant. I absolutely love this so much. The fact that it is that expensive breaks my heart, because I probably won't repurchase it, just because I don't think it is worth that price, but it is still such an amazing product, and I love it and used it so much this year. Like, I'm nearly out. Rihanna Baby. So Fenty Beauty released their Stalker bronzers this year. These were a hit. I definitely want to pick up more shades, because the one that I have, this one here, is called Island Ting, and I can yeah. I can only use this when I'm super tan, because it's so warm and so caramel. I never say caramel. That's how Americans say it. caramel. I've been watching way too much like YouTube of like Americans and English people. Like I don't know what the fuck I'm saying anymore. Yeah, this is super caramel, like way more like caramel and orange tone than MAC Give Me Sun. But this is just one of those really beautiful matte bronzers that you can build up. Like there is pigment there, but there's not crazy amount of pigment, which I love when it comes to bronzers. Because if you go in with a heavy pigmented bronzer, you're gonna end up having helmet head. I also fell in love with this. This is the e.l.f. Forever Sunkissed bronzer. This is their primer infused bronzer. Again, super affordable. This one isn't as warm toned as the Fenty one. This is gorgeous. It's primer infused, like I just said, so it's really easy to blend. It looks really nice and glowy on the skin, but it is actually matte. Absolutely love that so much. It's super affordable and it's just a really damn good bronzer. Blush time. I fell in love with this blush here. This is the Colourpop Count Me In blush. This is one of their Super Shock Cheek blushes. This is actually a matte one though. This color is stunning. It's a really nice coral. I love the formula of the blushes because they're like a spongy cream. So they apply really like nice and sheer on the face, and then you can build it up, which is something that I really like. Is my products are nice and sheer so I can build them up, so I don't end up going too ham and can't take it back. Because if you go in with too much product, it's really hard to take away, where if you go in with less product, it's easy to build it up and control what you're doing on your face. So that's what the color looks like right there. It's stunning. It's beautiful. It's affordable. Colourpop is always a good brand to go to. Holy guacamole. I don't think I've ever owned anything from CoverFX, and I bought this year, and this is my favorite blush I've ever bought in my entire life. These are the CoverFX Monochromatic blush duos with a matte and shimmer. It comes with a matte blush as well as a like highlighting kind of shimmer blush. Oh my god, I love this tone because it's like a mauvey kind of warm tone. It goes with like every makeup look. Oh my god, I love it so much. It's super pigmented though. The polar opposite to the Colourpop ones. You definitely have to go in with a light hand with this. I love using the matte, like blending it into my bronzer or my contour, and then putting the sheen, like the shimmer blush on the apples like of my cheeks, and then bringing it up into my like nose area. Sounds really weird, but it makes your face look, I don't want to say natural, but it makes you look like you've got like a natural flush, like you're actually like, you know, you've been for a run. Because that's like what blush is. It's to bring back color to your face, like a natural color. And this is just beautiful. They blend very easy, look stunning on the skin. I've only got one highlighter I'm going to talk about because I just used all my old highlighters this year. But the Benefit, yet again baby, released their cookie highlighter. Dude, this is so fucking good, so pigmented. If you're a fair girl, yes bitch, you're going to love this so much. It is a really nice icy kind of champagne pink, which I don't really go for these types of highlighters. I usually go for like golds and stuff, but this is just so beautiful. Even though it's so blinding, it has a really nice creamy formula, so it meshes well with your products underneath, blends into the skin, looks really nice as an inner corner highlight, brow bone highlight, eyeshadow dull. It is glorious. Oh my god, this was so expensive. Oh my fucking god. Natasha Denona. Natasha, hun, why are your products so expensive? Like her eyeshadow palette's like $300. Can we not? That is half my fucking rent a month. What are you doing? I bought the Natasha Denona Tan Bronze and Glow palette. Yum. What I love the most about this, it's got this little flap here. Flap. And it's got cream products. So you got like a cream highlighting base, and then a cream kind of bronze. Then you've got a bronzer, and then you've got a gold highlight. I don't even use the cream products, but it's good that they have the flap there just in case you get product in the cream section and then muck up the formula. I love this bronzer, and this is so different for me because this is like a red cooler tone based bronzer, but it just blends so good into the skin. The highlight is absolutely stunning. It's not as blinding as the cookie highlighter, but it just has this really nice, like, just natural glow to it. It's just so stunning. It's not worth the money, but it is really beautiful. I'm gonna say that. I wouldn't go out and get it if you've got highlighters the same kind of tone, if you've got bronzers that you love. You don't need this. But if you do need it, or you want it and you can afford it, I would get it because you wouldn't be disappointed by it. The only thing that I really dislike about Natasha Denona is I feel like her products I should say, they look like they're going to be massive when they like get put on social media, like photos, images of them, and then when you get it in the mail, you're like, what? Like I thought this was going to be like a large palette, but it's only small, which I guess is good if you travel a lot. But look, I'm not hopping on planes and flying to France and shit, so travel doesn't really bother me. Oh my god, I totally forgot about my powders. I'm all over the place today. Oh my god, my complexion powders. For my under eye this year, I've been absolutely in love with the Hello Happy powder. This is the Velvet powder and number 3 from Benefit. So this is in the same range as their foundation. And this is a powder foundation, so it's a little bit more full coverage than like a loose setting powder or something like that. But it's just so nice because it's velvet formula. So it's not matte, like it mattifies obviously. If you powder your face, it's gonna mattify it. But it's just so smooth and not cakey at all in any way. And I just absolutely love that about it. I also fell in love with the Vanity Mineral Powder. I'm wearing it right now. I wear it all the time. It's like my favorite product ever. This is the Mineral Powder Foundation from Vanity in the color Sand. I love this. The packaging is super cute. I love it because it has luminosity to it. It's like a shimmer, but it's not like a highlight. It just adds this really nice glow to it, and if you pair it with a setting spray, it looks like you're actually wearing cream products. This is perfect for the girls that go to work every day and just need something quickly on their face. Like this is not for like makeup artists and stuff. It's just a really good basic product for like everyday girls. I just love it so much. If you're into mineral powders and you just need something to wear like every single day, please try that out. I'll link it down below. It's so amazing. These little guys. Okay, Tarte Chrome Paints. Where have you been my whole entire life? I want them all. I think they're amazing. I have 3 shades. We've got Fire Dancer. How relevant is that right now in Australia? So this is like a beautiful maroon red, kind of rich fiery shade. Stunning. We've got Beach Bay, which is a really nice like bronze. Like this is a rich caramel honey kind of gold color. And my favorite one, which is Sun Drenched. Oh my god. This is a really nice kind of rosy kind of gold. It's so stunning all over the lid. These are beautiful. Let me swatch them all and I can show you. So these are what the Tarte Chrome Paints look like. So we got Fire Dancer. What was the other one? Beach Bay and then Sun Drenched. The reflection on these are just incredible. Honestly, no shimmers in like a powder palette compared to these. These are like creamy. They glide on the lid. It's so easy. They don't flake off, crepe off. They just stay on your lid for so long at full capacity of pigmentation. They are so gorgeous. They've got so many different shades. I want them all. There's a one shade that I really want so bad. It's like a rich kind of like gray blue base, like kind of like silver. Oh, all right, let's talk eyeshadow palettes. Colourpop palettes. I always mention these, new ones every year. They come out with one every fucking week. I loved the Through My Eyes palette. Is from Colourpop. This is in collaboration with I Love Saturday. It's a colourful palette, but it's not intimidating. You can do a lot with this. A lot. This shade here, stunning, darling. I've used it so many times, as well as this one here. I love the warm tones. This one took it somewhere. Don't know where it's taken it. Don't know where it's taken me. Colourpop released the Sweet Talk palette this year, and I'm telling you right now, hun, this was gorge. I definitely steered away from warm tones this year. I definitely like my cool neutral tones, but I love corals and peaches, and this palette speaks to me. The art of the actual packaging is so nice, like love it. You open it up, and this is what it looks like. So these come with 2 actual glitters as well as a pressed Super Shock shadow. So this is honestly such a nice color. I use it on heaps of my clients. Bless me. Eyeshadows are just stunning if you want like a peachy, pinky, corally look. This palette is stunning. I love it so much. So Vanity, yet again, they sent me this palette, which is the Nude eyeshadow palette. I love this. This is such a basic palette, but the formula is super good. Super good. What? I took this to Thailand with me. It's all I wore. Like, these are just the most basic shades when it comes to eyeshadow. A gold, you got some matte browns, some like mauvey tones, smokier tones, some like light tones like this shimmer here. It's honestly such a basic palette, but this has been one of my go-tos. I, in Thailand, would literally just pick up one of them when I was going out for dinner and just buff one in my crease and I was good to go. This palette, also from Morphe, was one of my go-tos this year. I got this for Christmas last year. This is a 35M Boss Mood palette. I still recommend this because I just think this is incredible for its price. You can do so much with this palette, honestly, like so much with it. It is just one of those palettes that you could create any type of eye look. You got so many greens, you've got some warm tones, purple tones, plum tones, you've got some really nice matte browns. Obviously this section was my most used, but the pigment is there, the shimmers are incredible in this palette, and if you're just looking for a colourful, affordable palette, this one's really good. Let's talk lips. Honestly, I have not changed my lip game. My favourite products are still kind of like the same, like just nudes. Morphe lip pencils, I talked about these in my last year's favourites. These are the best lip pencils that ever come across my life. For $4 each. I'm wearing this one here called Sugar Pie right now, which is like a really nice, cooler kind of toned lip pencil. And then this one, Honeymoon, is also one of my go-tos. This is like the perfect lip liner for any type of nude. Absolutely loved this lipstick this year from Maybelline. This is the Baddest Beige. This is such a good nude. One of my favorites. Love it so much. Use it on myself. I have a couple of backups for my clients as well. This lipstick, I went through like a 2-month period of wearing just this lipstick, and that never freaking happens, especially when it's not like a nude like the Baddest Beige one. So this is from Maybelline as well. This is the Mauve For Me lipstick. This was from their Universal range. It's literally just a mauve lipstick, but it just made my tan, and it still does when I wear it, pop. It makes my blue eyes just look like more intense than what they already are, and it just goes with so many different looks. This looks gorgeous on like brides and stuff like that. If you mix it with like a lighter nude as well to create that perfect like bridal lip, it's just such a stunning formula. Maybelline kill it when it comes to their lip products. When it comes to lip glosses, Fenty Beauty. There's no other glosses out there that do what Fenty does for me. Like, these are just so nourishing, so hydrating. They last very long on the lips considering they're a lip gloss. It's a thick formula, but it's not stringy, not tacky. It's gorgeous. I've got the original one that she came out with a few years ago, which is Fenty Glow, and then Fussy. Anyway, guys, if you enjoyed this video, do not forget to give it a big thumbs up, because you know what, doll? It helps me out so freaking much. Do not be rude and leave without subscribing. There's like 70% of people that watch my videos don't subscribe. Like, how rude are you? If you're interested in any other videos of mine, I'll leave them on the screen right here, right now. Don't forget to follow me on all my social media platforms. It's just Makeup and Mary. Everything will be linked down below. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day wherever you are, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.